Here comes your pre-market summary for Monday, December 5th. Futures back in negative territory here once again this morning, coming off a positive week last week for all three U.S. Indexes. We had a bit of a choppy end to the week, however. If you remember on Friday, November non-farm payrolls much higher than expected. That initially had stocks much lower on the release itself, but we slowly climbed our way back to basically break even on the session, leaving things in positive territory for the week overall. Here's how things look right now. 0.5% for the S&P back downside, about the same for the Dow, 0.45 for the NASDAQ in the red as well. At this point, a little bit of a move back to the downside here right across the board in the past 20 minutes or so, including for oil, now down 1.3. It was up early. 1.4 for Bitcoin. Ethereum basically unchanged at this point. We are awaiting more key economic data as well coming up at 10 o'clock this morning. We'll get the November ISM reading. That is a market-moving event. So a little bit quiet here ahead of that. We'll bring it to you live again coming up at 10 o'clock this morning. That's the way the overall market looks, however. As I mentioned, a bit of a choppy end to the week after that big move up that we had on that Powell speech going back to Wednesday last week. Chinese ADRs back on watch here, all of them higher. More reopening talk coming out of China overnight. Alibaba, BILI, another one very active here in the pre-market, gapping up even higher this morning. So we'll have a look at all of the Chinese ADRs. Here's more China-related news as well. When it comes to Tesla, they're going to cut the December output from their Shanghai plant, pointing to rising inventories as a reason. That comes on the back of this news. They sold over 100,000 China-made vehicles going back to November. That data out this morning as well. Some of the chip makers back on watch as well. The TSM ceremony coming up this week with President Biden. They came out this morning and said that Apple and NVIDIA will be the first customers of that new Arizona plant. And we'll touch on casino operators. Yeah, they're benefiting from this positive talk out over the weekend with China reopening. All the rage coming out of Shanghai from officials in that country. Make sure you grab that watch list, guys. Use the QR code on screen right now. Come join us then at 8:30. Remember, 10 o'clock, big ISM number to come. We'll bring it to you live on TraderTV.Live.